Hi everyone, I am Ritvik Bamba and I will be your teaching assistant for this course on human computer interaction. Today, in our first tutorial, we will see how good designs and bad designs go against each other. The first bad design we look at is Microsoft Clippy. It was intended to make Office applications more user friendly, but it became notorious for its intrusive and unhelpful interruptions. They found Clippy annoying rather than helpful, which led Microsoft to disable the feature by default in Windows XP and eventually removed it altogether in future versions. The next bad example we see is Snapchat. In 2018, Snapchat had a significant redesign which merged content from friends, media, and celebrities into a single feed. It caused confusion and backlash among users. This disrupted the app's navigation consistency and content presentation, which was a move away from the familiar user interface that Snapchat is known for. Then we come to some more bad design examples from our day to day life. The first one being the tissue paper roll, which tears among being pulled hard with wet hands. The next example we see is the elevator that does not have up or down arrows to signify the direction of movement of the elevator. The next example we come across is this placement of the power socket, which does not allow proper insertion of the adapter, creating confusion and frustration among the users. The next we see is how good design and bad design go against each other with this example of a door that has a push or pull sign versus one that does not. The door that does have a push or pull sign, it is a good design because it immediately tells people what to do, making the door easy without any hesitation. The clear instructions lead to a better user experience and smoother life. The door handle without a push or pull sign is a bad design because it leaves people guessing whether they need to push or pull, which can lead to confusion or frustration if they do the wrong action. Another example we have the paper straw versus plastic straw debate. The paper straw is often seen as a bad design because it tends to get soggy and weak when used in drinks. It makes it hard to sip properly and it can break down easily, causing frustration. On the other hand, the plastic straw is considered a good design because it's strong, durable, and stays firm in both cold and hot drinks, offering a better experience as it doesn't degrade during the use. But as plastic is harmful to the environment as well, so we need to find a better alternative to plastics that also eliminates the downside of paper straws. Some innovative good designs we see here are a lemon in a restaurant which came wrapped in a mesh wrap so that seeds don't fall into your food. The next is the detergent bottle which comes with a cap to measure the amount of detergent required for a wash. Both of these examples are examples of good designs because they create a better user experience and lead to a smoother experience for the users altogether. We also have some more examples which include the first one is a cloth that is attached to your outfits to help clean your glasses or spectacles, while the second one is simply a calculator that is attached to your shopping cart to calculate the prices and bill as you shop through the departmental store. Coming to some more examples throughout your daily life, Spotify. Spotify's playback controls, they provide immediate feedback with visual indicators, volume sliders, and track progress bars for the songs or the podcast that you're listening to. Users can understand easily how to control feedback and the design conveys when an action has been registered. Next, the Instagram's like button changes its color to red when clicked, giving immediate feedback to the user that their action has been registered. Now, what actually makes a design good? There are several aspects that can actually make a design good or bad. Here are some of them that make a design good. A good design is innovative and it actually solves a problem. We are conscious what problems are being addressed at every stage in the process, helping us to focus on the core innovation and how it can help the consumers. A good design also makes a product understandable. It clarifies the product structure. Better still, it can make the product talk. At best, it is self explanatory. User experience always gets better when they need to spend less time to understand how to use the product. So, if a product is self explanatory, it always leads to a smoother and better user experience. Elegant simplicity. We create highly technical solutions within complex domains. Our job is to simplify this in order to create the most robust, user friendly, and enduring experiences possible while keeping it as simplified as possible. We also need to understand our target audience, which means understanding who we are designing the solution for, where our products will be operated, and how they will go to the market. This is essentially important for every product as we need to know who the target users are going to be and how the products are being used in day to day life. The good is in the details. It's the details that make the design. A simple and seamless experience are the result of lots of work, trade off, and perseverance. However, a lack of consideration also instills a sense of distrust among the users. A good design also inculcates culture of continuous iteration. It embraces good design. We also need to understand that good design is not a one time event. It should be fluid and continuous for every business and their long term strategy. Great products are not the result of a point in time action, but the result of a fluid and continuous part of a long term strategy. Good designs also need to be inclusive. We don't always know who our users are. So we need to know them and know their needs and how to address the broadest range of users and engage with them with relevant standards. Good designs need to be inclusive. We don't always know who our users are going to be and their needs. We try to address the broadest range of users and engage with them with relevant standards. Good designs also anticipate future needs. A forward thinking design not only considers the current user needs but also anticipates the future potential developments. Adaptability in design ensure that products can evolve. A good design anticipates future needs. A forward thinking design considers not only current user needs but also anticipates potential future developments. Adaptability in design ensures that products can evolve and remain relevant as technology and user expectations change. Now we have an in-class assignment to take you through the topics that have been covered previously in the tutorial. You need to find out one example each of a good and a bad design around you right now and answer these three related questions. Where did you find the example? What makes it a good or a bad design? And why do you think it is a good or a bad design? Take some time to complete the in-class assignment and we'll begin right from here. Okay, now we come to the example solution for the same. As you can see, the doors, they don't have a clear sign for push or pull. We found the design in the fifth floor of the lecture hall building. It is a bad design because it lacks clarity whether one should pull or push. What makes it a good or a bad design is the lack of clarity actually makes it a bad design because you don't know whether you need to push or pull. Doors like this often work against our intuition. A bar signals you to pull, but it actually opens when you push the door. The door does not indicate whether it should be pushed or pull, and hence it is a bad design. We also have another assignment for you to do after this. You need to choose a digital interface or a device that you frequently use, such as a public kiosk or an ATM machine. You need to identify one good design element and one bad design element in the interface, and you need to answer why is it a good or a bad design choice, and also suggest specific ways to improve the bad design element. Thank you so much.